Hello, welcome back to Bookcrafts with Jen. This week we're going to try and make some spring wreaths. So some materials needed are some colored paper, your book pages, still using the same book, scissors, glue, and then probably a pen or pencil to trace out the shape if you're not very good at freehand cutting. So for my project, I'm doing hearts and flowers. I've pre-cut out most of the items already, so just to save a little bit of time. And I did an even amount of flowers and hearts, 12 each. You can make any shape you want. Because I said spring wreaths, that's why I threw in some flowers. You could do Valentine wreaths. You could, with all hearts, you could do winter wreaths and do snowflakes or snowmen. You could do Christmas wreaths with a Christmas tree, stockings, Hanukkah wreaths with some menorahs and stars of David. Pretty much anything you want. So we've got our shapes. Now, if you're working with a little kid, it might be better if you take a paper plate, just cut out the middle just so they have something, a base. What I'm doing is I'm just going to lay it out on the table first so I can get an idea of how it should look. And that way I can adjust the shape if I need to. And then once you've got it laid out, I don't fully have it laid out. I can't see if you can see this. Where's okay. You can start gluing. The thing with this is because it is glued and it's a little bit of a project, you won't be able to move it right away because you're going to want the glue to dry, because if you pick it up too early, the glue's not going to dry. But just little dots of glue. You don't need a lot because you don't want it overflowing and getting stuck to your table. Apparently I had two stuck together there. So I'm alternating colors with the shapes just to give it a little bit of more variety. You don't actually have to do any colored pages if you want. You could do all book pages or you could do all colored paper. But because this is Bookcrafts, that's why I'm doing an alternating mix of both. And we're just going to keep gluing away. And hopefully forming a circle. It is easier than it seems. When you first kind of lay it out, you're like, oh, I don't know. But as you start gluing and you can kind of twist and wiggle pieces. So, I don't know. Oh, I can kind of pick it up. It's starting. I just don't want it to fall apart either. That's why it's probably a good idea to do this in a spot where you're not going to need it. Like maybe not your kitchen table. You're going to be eating dinner in a half an hour. You can make them as big, as small as you want. It just depends on how many pieces you put in it. If you're doing a pattern, that's why I did the same number of pieces, so I'd be able to do alternating. You can give this to someone as a gift, or hang it somewhere in your house, on your front door, maybe over a fireplace. You can do wall decorations with it. Possibilities are endless. Alright. You could also, if you want to add a little variety, you could draw designs. You don't have to use colored paper. You could write messages on the pictures if you want. I think my wreath is turning into more of an oval. I'll show you guys in a minute. Which is also why it's a good idea to lay it all out ahead of time. Just so you can kind of see what shape you need. So, mine, it's a little bit more of an oval than a wreath shape. If you want, because you're using, well, hopefully you're using Elmer's glue and not super glue, you could peel apart the pieces and try to reform it back into more of a circle if you want, or leave it a little bit off center. I didn't even end up using all the pieces because it was smaller than I thought. So, there we go. Spring wreath. Come back next week. We're going to learn how to make some banners. I'm going to do a name banner, but you could do any message you want. Bye. Thanks for watching.